homework 6, question 3. We're going to do question 3 and 4. Okay. It says using the slope formula. So here's the slope formula. Find the slope of the line through these 2 points. So I've written down these 2 points here, and I need to use the slope formula. Okay. So this 2 says go to point 2. I just chose this one to be point 1, this one to be point 2. It doesn't matter. This is x, this is y. This is x, this is y. So it says go to point 2 and choose the y coordinate, or the y coordinate. Point 2, y. So that's -1. Subtract. Go to point 1 and choose the y. That's -1. Just wait, someone's knocking on the door. Okay. So I go to, let's do that again. Point 2, the y coordinate. Then I go subtract, and then I go point 1, the y coordinate. Then I go point 2, the x coordinate, which is 8. Subtract. Point 1, the x coordinate. So this becomes positive. I lose 1 and I gain 1. That's 0. That's positive, so that's 15. So if I have 0 over 15, let's look at my calculator, and what does that say? If I put 0 on the top, oops, 0 over 15, it says 0. So when my calculator says 0, the slope is going to be 0. No problem. Okay, so let's choose A and put the slope as 0. Check answer. Now the problem is with the next question. Ooh, excellent. Okay, so let's look at the next question. So now we're doing question 4. So it says determine the slope of the line through these 2 points. So I've written down the 2 points. Here's my formula. So maybe you forget the formula for slope, but in my math lab it has something like this. Help me solve it. Okay, this is slow. This is faster. So if you click on view an example, it tells you the formula, and I can just go continue, and then it does a question for you. Although sometimes it can be sometimes it can be kind of lots of information, too much information, but at least it'll give you the formula. Okay, so that's if you forget. So let's do this question. It says look at point 2. I labeled this one point 1 and this one point 2. And just let me move that up again so you can see my, there. So look at point 2, take the y coordinate, -3. And then it's subtract, so I put subtract. Look at point 1 and take the y coordinate. There's lots of minuses. Look at point 2, take the x coordinate. Point 2, take the x coordinate, 6. Look at point 1, take the x coordinate, 6. And there's a subtract in between. So 6 minus 6 is 0. That makes a positive. So I lose 3 and I gain 1, so I've lost 2. So now the 0's on the bottom. This is a problem. Okay? So when I put this in my calculator, I'm going to go -2 over 0. And watch. Your calculator says it's an error. Whenever you have an error when you're doing slope, it means it's undefined. So whenever you have your calculator go, what? It's a problem. Okay? Whenever you have the 0 on the bottom, it's undefined. So now, click on undefined, check your answer. Great. So let's look at that again. If the 0's on the top, when you put it in your calculator, it's going to be 0. So your slope is 0 because your calculator tells you that. But if the 0's on the bottom, your calculator is going to give you an error. And when you have an error in your calculator, it means the slope is undefined. A slope of 0, it means you have a hill that has no steepness, which is a horizontal line. Undefined means you have a straight up and down line. It's a vertical line. Okay, so slope of 0 means it's a horizontal line because you have a hill that has no steepness. but undefined, it's vertical up and down. Okay?